If you're going to the Seychelles and looking for practical information to organize your trip, this video is for you. I traveled to the Seychelles for 10 days and learned a lot about the islands. I'm going to try to summarize all the recommendations I wish I knew before the trip. But first of all, you're going to the Seychelles! I'm so excited for you! Alright, let's start with some basic information. Visa. You don't need a visa to travel to the Seychelles, which is fantastic. It's a visa-free country and you get a stamp on arrival. Check your individual passport just in case, but you shouldn't have any troubles. Electricity. They use the G-plug, like in the UK, so get yourself an adapter or two. Driving happens on the left, like in the UK. Water. You're better off drinking bottled water than the faucet water, so be prepared to buy some water at the store. Languages. They speak 3 languages in the islands. Seychellois, which is a type of Creole, French and English. Currency, it's the Seychellois rupee. What to bring? Sunscreen. The Seychelles is a very sunny country and you'll get sunburn. Apply your sunscreen 30 minutes before you go out. Mosquito repellent. Bring it! Some of the islands are not inhabited and there's a lot of mosquitoes around. You can buy both sunscreen and mosquito repellent on the islands, but they'll be more expensive and you might not find the brands you like. Beach towel. It's a good idea to bring a beach towel because some of the places you stay at won't provide you one for the beach. Snorkel gear. Rental places are somewhat limited. If you sign up for an organized day tour, they'll provide you with snorkeling equipment, but it's always better to have your own. That way you can drive around the island anywhere and can jump in the water and do some snorkeling, which is fantastic. Think of bringing long pants for men. Some of the restaurants require long pants and won't let you in with shorts. If you have reef shoes, bring them along, as well as a poncho or an umbrella. It rains in the Seychelles.
It's raining.
We went in November, the low rainy season, and it rained a lot. When to go to the Seychelles? The peak tourist season is during school holidays. That means December to January and June to August. That's when the prices are higher and you need to book in advance because everything gets booked out. People say the best time to visit the Seychelles is in April and October. The rainy season runs from October to April. October you might get rained on. November you'll definitely get rained on. From February to April, the rains decrease. April is the hottest month of the year. So really, no matter when you go to the Seychelles, expect some sunshine, expect some rain, and some high prices. How to get around? The best way to get around is to hire a car and drive. If you have the courage to drive in the Seychelles, that'll be best for you. But just so you know, they drive on the left. And also, the roads are very narrow and steep and very windy, and they go up and down the mountain. Especially in Mahé and Praslin. In La Digue, there are no cars for hire. So you hire a bicycle and cycle around the island. It's a very small island, and that's how people get around. Itinerary. How long should you stay? As long as your holiday and budget allows. There's no way to get bored in the Seychelles. The beaches here are paradise. Even if, like me, you're not a beach person, don't like lounging in the sand all day, there is enough to fill your time with lots of activities. So book as long a trip as you can. The bare minimum will be 5 days. I recommend staying 10 to 14 days to see the main islands. But you can spend months exploring the 115 islands of the Seychelles. Here's a breakdown of your travel options in Mahé. You need at least 3 days to see the island. Allow a full day to explore the south of the island. There are so many fantastic beaches on the south side of the island. They seem to be one after another. As you drive by, you'll see this beach next to a beach next to a beach. Here are my top 3 beaches. Anse Royal, awesome for swimming and snorkeling. Anse Soleil is a hidden gem. It's a little bit more hidden away, but it's really pretty and cool. Where is it? Hard to find, but worth the effort. Anse La Liberté. To get there, you gotta enter through the Four Seasons Resort. The beach is public, so no problems, and the resort people are really nice, so they'll let you use the beach. That's one of the best beaches we saw. You're gonna need another full day to explore the northwest of the island. Again, lots of amazing beaches, but my 2 favorites are Grande Anse, which is a long, beautiful beach with lots of shadows from the trees, and Port Launay. It's a really beautiful bay, it's great for kids and it's great for snorkeling. And don't miss Seychellois, the restaurant at Port Launay. The fish curry and veggie curries are fantastic. You're gonna need a full day to explore the north of the island. Be sure to stop in Victoria. You only need a couple of hours to walk around the small capital city. Stop by the local market, be sure to see Little Ben, and check out the Indian temple. There's also a national museum. On the north end of the island, you also have Beau Vallon. It's a long beach, it's a little bit more touristic. People say it's really pretty. I didn't like it, sorry Beau Vallon. I preferred the beaches on the south end of the island, but there's also the Sans Souci Drive. It's a beautiful scenic drive up and down the mountains. There's a few hikes you can do there, or you can just stop at the Mission Lodge viewpoints. Praslin Islands. It's actually pronounced Praline, without the S, like in French. Praline, Praline, Praline. Allow a full day to explore the south and east end of the islands. You gotta go walk the beautiful nature preserve Vallée de Mai and see the famous Coco de Mer. There's a string of small beaches on this side of the island, but make sure to check the tide because at high tide they all disappear. Favorite beaches here were Anse Lazio, which is one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, and Anse Takamaca, next to the Raffles Hotel. Allow a full day to explore the west and north side of the island. You can go see the Font Ferdinand Nature Reserve, another place where you can see the famous Coco de Mer, and you can walk 600 steps to see a beautiful view of the island. On this side of the island we like Grande Anse, which is a beautiful long beach, and Anse Georgette, which is rated one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, but you have to get a reservation. It's inside the Lemuria Hotel, so you have to go in advance and tell them you're coming. And allow a full day to explore the nearby islands. There are many day trips to choose from. Typically they group several islands together. We went to Cousin Curieux de Saint-Pierre. We saw the Aldabra giant tortoises on Curieux Island, we saw beautiful birds on Cousin, and we went snorkeling on Saint-Pierre. It was a great day. But there are other islands like Coco, Félicité, Bird Islands that are absolutely beautiful too. Check them out and choose your trip. If you're not too tired yet, let me give you a short itinerary for La Digue. People tend to come here on a day trip from Praslin. The ferry from Praslin is only 15 minutes and runs several times a day. So you can come here on a day trip, but I recommend you staying at least 1 or 2 days on the island. You need a full day to explore the southeast end of the island, where the most beautiful beaches are. We biked to Grande Anse and the neighboring Petite Anse, and we did a cool hike through the jungle to Anse Coco. And then the most beautiful beach of them all, Anse Source d'Argent. So this is a must-see, iconic beach in the Seychelles. I'm sure if you've seen some photos from the Seychelles, those are the photos you've seen from. You're going to need a full day to explore the north and east side beaches. And you don't want to miss the Veuve Nature Reserve, where you can see the Paradise Flycatcher. You're going to need a half day, or better yet, a full day for a snorkeling trip. La Digue has some of the best snorkeling in the Seychelles. I have edited individual videos from those 3 islands, Mahe, Praslin and La Digue, so if you want to have a look at some of the footage or see how our experience went, check them out. Where to stay and can you travel on a budget? Absolutely! Seychelles is an expensive destination, but if you use Airbnb, you can find cheaper options. Eating out here is also expensive, but if you have a car, you can easily go to the local fruits and veggie markets and cook at home. There's also lots of great seafood that you can get from the local fishermen. This is all the information I have for you. If I have forgotten something, or if you have additional tips, please list them in the comments below, so others can read and learn from your experience. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing time in the Seychelles!